Bobby, you're in a league of your own.
Why?
I don't know. Hi.
Where are we going?
Like and subscribe. Please get look.
The Queen, the Vatican, the Gettys, the Rothschilds, and Colonel Sanders before he went tits up. Good evening, weirdos. Welcome to Total Recall. We're the show that remembers it for you. I'm Jethro Butt. I'm hosting, and with me is the co-hosting, the wizard, the co-hosting wizard, the gear wizard. Hello.
Harriet, hard-hearted harbinger of haggis. Good evening, everybody, and welcome.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, if you can't tell already, and how could you not? I mean, you've got a lot to learn. Let's just put it that way. We are covering So I Married an Axe Murderer, the continually quotable, unkillable comedy from the early 90s that doesn't really fit in the, oeuvre of Mike Myers, but still lives on in huge popularity. I mean, have you looked at axie.org? Wow. So, as I mentioned last episode, by the way, missed you guys last week. We were traveling, weren't able to air, so glad to be here tonight, but missed y'all. Anyway, oh shit, what was I saying? I already forgot. It's going to be a long night.
We are professionals, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed.
Don't try this at home.
We, as I was saying in the last episode, 2 weeks ago, I saw this movie once in my life. It was not something I picked out. It was at Studio 35, the always 2 films for $2 single screen double feature movie theater, which was also a dive bar that I my formative years spent time going to. I don't know what it was paired with. Probably the movie I was there to see, and either like got there early to see them both, or just stuck around and actually watched all of Axe Murderer. And I never really could remember what it was that I liked so much about the movie, because I remember having a good opinion of it. But revisiting it finally, I have some thoughts on that to share. So what about you, Gear Wizard? When did your relationship with this movie start?
I don't think I saw it in the theater, but I caught it on one of the movie channels of the day back before we had streaming. You would go to the premium channel on your cable box, and you would watch what was on.
Mm-hmm.
And one night, So I Married an Axe Murderer was on, and then it was on repeatedly, and I watched it repeatedly. because I find it funny.
Yeah. So you already had some catchphrases then,
Oh
right?
yeah,
You were doing
absolutely.
catchphrases.
The Harriet, hard-hearted
Mhm.
harbinger of haggis, that has been on the tip of my tongue, ready to drop at a moment's notice for the majority of my adult life.
Wow, I had no idea. That's pretty cool.
Doesn't come up often.
Um, I do want to ask.
Beautiful, Bubused, bellicose
I
butcher.
Yeah, I've never had anything more gnarly than like say deer sausage, or like an actual bratwurst, a real bratwurst from a butchery. Never really had anything else like truly gross. What about you?
I will try anything that is put in front of me, pretty much. So I've had some gnarly stuff. I have never had haggis.
You can't have haggis unless you leave the country.
You could
Yeah,
get close.
nothing stands out particularly disgusting.
Nah, because I actually wound up liking most things. Liver is disgusting. I can't eat it.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
I will refuse. I have tasted it, and that was
Hmm.
enough.
Yeah. Well, let's give a shout out to our buddy Horatio for joining us tonight. So good to see you. And let's also bring out our panelists to whom we have to thank and or blame for watching. So I
Hi.
Married an Axe Murderer. Hey, hey,
Hey.
Bride of
Hi.
Pumpkin Heed. God, it's a big head. Also, I have a feeling we're going to hear everyone's Scottish accents, and let me just tell you right now, can't do accents. Can't do it. So, everybody else feel free. So, tell me, Pumpkinhead, what did you remember about this movie? What circumstances did you see it under? Like, what's going
So
on with you and this title?
I think I first saw this movie as around when it came out on video. I probably watched it at home, and then as a youngish adult, late teens, early 20s, I watched it frequently with my friends, and we
Mhm.
quoted it to each other as frequently. But I hadn't seen it
Awesome.
in probably over 20 years. And so, this being a movie that I continue to recommend to people, I thought it might be a good idea to check in with it and make sure that I wasn't steering them into cringy territory.
Awesome. And so this is early 20s go-to movie. Watch with
Yeah.
friends movie. Quote the hell
Yes.
out of it. Awesome.
Yeah. Really shaped what I thought adult relationships would be like,
Mm-hmm.
um, for better and worse. That wasn't a conscious choice, just something I was reflecting on as we were watching it.
No, you saw this movie and you were like, that's how I'm doing it from
That's
now
it.
on. Well, yeah, I like watching this. I was thinking about our Wayne's World quote along date that we went on, and like
Oh,
how
that was so
crazy it
fun.
was that Wayne's World was really tattooed in my brain. I mean, they had all these, catchphrases from the movie and subtitles for the audience, and you didn't need them. Like you were just like, holy cow! Like I just supernaturally know the entire script to this film. Like it's incredible. Like it was really an amazing experience, and also where this hat came from. Okay, well let's bring out more folks. Actually, I'm so excited about having a brand new guest on the show that I'm gonna bring him out first because it's not every day that we get like internet celebrity on the show. I mean, can you believe it? It's Professor R2. Professor, thank you so much for joining us. And the reason why Professor is here is he actually can quote this movie as well, right?
Whoa, man. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. She was a thief. You gotta believe. She stole my heart and my cat. That's all I'll do. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yay!
Have a good evening. And
Yes. Oh no. As you said previously, I unabashedly love this film. This was something that I fell in love with growing up, and then when I started dating my wife, just a few years after this came out, and it was one of the first movies we watched together. And you know, people have their songs. You know, they have things that they enjoy, and this was something that kind of became like our movie. And we've seen this together dozens of times. And yeah, I can
that's
absolutely, I
wonderful.
can quote the hell out of this thing from beginning to end.
Awesome.
And I do have a
Awesome.
pretty good Scottish accent to go along with that. So I'll
Oh.
be quoting some of that later on, Sonny Jim.
Oh, and what about gross meats? Have
Oh,
either of
nasty
you guys,
meats.
like particularly real deal shit?
God, Wizard mentioned liver. Good Lord.
Mhm.
I grew up, my grandfather loved liver and onions. It was like a thing that he grew up with, and he loved liver and onions. And I tried it a couple times. It wasn't really something that I liked, but it didn't bother me that much. And then as a teenager, I got a job at a restaurant.
Mhm.
And on during the summers, on Fridays, they had a liver and onions special. And after serving a few hundred plates of that,
Oh my god.
just the thought
Yeah.
of it makes me makes me ill.
Yeah.
So, would you people consider heart, beef heart? Is that a gross food?
I've had beef heart. That's fine.
Because I've eaten a lot of beef heart.
Yeah, I've had
I-
beef
Oh,
heart.
really?
oh
I've
yeah,
had,
I
I've also
actually,
had tongue, lingua,
Sweetbreads?
as they say with
Uh-huh.
with Mexican food. It's fine. I don't particularly like it that much, but I've had it.
Mhm.
It's fine.
I think heart is delicious.
Okay. It's the
Before-
texture. I think it's the texture for me that I
Yeah.
like the least.
Before I
Pumpkin
stopped eating meat, I eat horse.
horse.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Where? You can't eat because you can't do it here.
I was in northern Italy somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Craziest meat I've ever had, bear.
Mm.
Wow.
It was
How was
cra-
it? Gay
It
meat?
was
I
it was
imagine?
actually delicious. The
Oh,
actual
delicious.
the actual steaks themselves were a little on the dry side, whatever. But they made the hunter that I knew that had collected the bear had it processed, most of it processed into a sausage that was absolutely incredible. Some of the best sausage I've ever had in my life. It was so good.
Wow. Wow.
You know,
bear sausage.
I
Wouldn't have
probably
thought
should
that.
have mentioned this one.
Wouldn't have thought that.
Armadillo.
No.
How was it?
The closest I can compare it to would be pork.
Uh-huh.
It really had the consistency of a pork chop. It was a darker meat, but it had the consistency of a pork chop.
Interesting.
I
If you've ever had frog legs, they're like chicken wings.
frog legs are delicious.
Yeah. People like that. All right. Well, you know what? The last steak I ever ate in my life was at this man's bachelor party. Let's bring him out. A man whose name is Gravy. So he probably knows a thing or two about weird meats and how to hide them. on your plate.
Well, I think that's the whole reason gravy was invented. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think, unless I'm mistaken, we actually have the French to thank for gravy because the food had to travel through castles. So stuff like gravy and hollandaise makes it stay hot
Wow.
while it travels through the castle.
Well, you're a regular Ken
That's as
Burns,
good
aren't
of
you?
an explanation. They offered me the job. He's not going to live forever. So they obviously thought of me. So you tell me, Gravy, did you see this movie with me at Studio 35?
I
Whatever
think
night it was, whatever
I
double
think
feature
so.
it was.
I think I did. And if I didn't see it with you, I think I saw it with like maybe with a couple of my other friends. But I think I saw it at Studio 35. I can't remember if it was with you and some people. I think there was a group of us though. But I remember enjoying the movie, and like obviously the famous quotables. Like I'd kind of forgotten how much we used to quote this movie until I watched it, and the recall. But yeah, like
I know. And then you were like, makes you crave it fortnightly.
I just love the jokes about his kid brother's head. I mean, come on, it's freaking hilarious.
It's like Sputnik.
Yeah, and of course the Beatnik poems. Like we used to say that all the time. Like R2 said, much better than I can do it. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah, they also do that in the Beau Brummels sing a song called "Woman" that's kind of like that in Village of the is it Village of the or Food of the Gods? No, it's Village of the Giants.
Have you got leaving
Woman
on your mind?
Woman.
Yeah, I think that's Village of the Giants. Village of the Giants, yeah.
But yeah, as far as the exotic meat goes, honestly, I don't think I've done anything too out there, but something that I have tried and I liked it. It tasted great. I had some squirrel stew, and it was really good. Sure, really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like I said, I grew up with a grandfather who was a Depression era gentleman, and if you could cook it, it got served, and
Heck
yeah.
I
mean that's what I assume.
Rabbit's delicious.
Oh yeah, we had he literally would raise rabbits. That was, so it's funny. I tell my kids, I grew up eating rabbit, and they're like freaked out. I'm like, no, literally, my grandfather just raised them, and they were for meat. They weren't for petting. They weren't for fun.
Where's Bo?
Yeah, there was a time when our stepdad was raising rabbits, and like we actually got to meet something that he wound up killing and feeding us, and it's not,
meat,
not a great,
your meat.
Yeah, didn't really like that.
Squirrel's better.
All right, squirrel.
Squirrel is much better.
I would imagine squirrel kind of being like frog leg, or perhaps anyway. Oh well, let's bring out Babs. Babs, what's going on?
Yay!
Oh, I've got the meat sweats just listening to this.
No, I was like, are you in a meat coma by what is it?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
I don't.
The itis.
Yeah, I had totally forgot about all of the butchering in this movie. I think maybe I blocked it out.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah, Nancy Travis can handle a cleaver.
And some for real.
Do you link your own sausage?
Yeah, I mean, she she cut herself.
Yeah, she cut off the tip of her
using
finger.
Real knives.
Oh no, really?
She cut herself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
She was distracted by Mike Myers.
There's a scene where you can see a Band-Aid on her finger.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because she had her finger sewed back on.
Yeah.
That was sewn on too. Yeah, that's right. Like it was a whole tip. Yeah. So, Babs, had you seen this movie before?
I had just the tip.
Uh-huh.
I had. I had seen this movie before, but it had been, I don't know. I saw it once when it came out. I did think it was really funny at the time. Funny enough that it was quotable. The quote stayed in my brains forever. But I'd never gone back and rewatched it again until last night. But yeah, Still,
And you were like, that's where I crave it fortnightly.
yeah. He
Oh,
puts
man,
an
I can't
addictive
believe it.
chemical in it that makes you crave it fortnightly.
Smart ass.
Now I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep on my giant pillow.
All right. Well, what? Yeah. Do you have any like any weird meats? Anything really stands out?
Well, my dad used to hunt, and so we always had like, venison jerky and or rabbit meat
Yeah.
or whatever.
That's about the weirdest thing.
But that's it.
Yeah.
I really shy away from the exotics, as you might say.
I've had fat back.
I mean, I've eaten my fair share of menudo living in Southern California my most of my life. But no, it's a no from me, Doc. I don't. I don't want to touch organs or digestive things or genitals. I'm just gonna stick to the fish.
No
Okay?
Rocky Mountain oysters for Babs.
No, thank you. I'm just gonna stick to my my seafood platter here, and that's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I have
escargot. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, that's right. I have had escargot. I forgot all about that. But yeah, I mean, I feel like escargot is like you put enough butter on something, you can eat it.
Yeah. I don't really care for it. It's like I don't like frog legs either. It's just they're chewy, and I'm gonna pass.
Yeah.
But I'll eat some snails, man. That's tasty.
Yeah, I have had both lengua and chicharron in taco form, and been like, yeah, no. And I never liked menudo either.
Nope.
I like tripe. I don't like lengua, but I like tripe.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking
no
of lengua, let's bring out Adam.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Gosh. I'm just gonna launch into my meat thing.
Okay. No, I understand.
That's what she said.
Just lay your meat right there on the table.
Gonna flip it right in.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's what she said. I was shocked when they said that in Wayne's World. I don't know if it's where it came from, but I was like, holy crap. That's what she said is this old? Whoa.
So I say this as a man who has not really eaten meat in 40 years. And I say this as a man who is still sad about having to kill a mouse this morning.
Oh.
Like, touch.
Yeah. We had a little kitchen mouse. And we tried as hard as we could to get it to do a catch and release.
We
and
tried
it just
to
wasn't
trap
happening.
him. He was just too smart for the trap. And so we had to get the old-fashioned snapperoo on the counter. And sadly, he's no longer with us.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's
Purely a hygiene issue because he was living on the kitchen counters and then the pantry.
Yeah.
So otherwise, if he was in the rumpus room, I'd be like, have at it, So
none of the cats wanted anything to do with this
I
mouse.
right? Thank you.
Thank you.
How about do your damn job?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Phineas probably brought the damn thing in here and let it
Probably.
go.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, we have one that would eliminate a mouse in minutes.
Well, Ferb has eviscerated a live full-size gopher in the living room before.
Oh my God.
Ate it, bones and all.
Wow.
Man.
Phineas,
so
not
gross.
so much.
No, Phineas
he wanted an audience.
Yeah.
Phineas is a catch and release kid.
He has no idea what to do.
Yeah.
What
were you going to say though about meats that you've eaten though? Like,
well, I feel like I've told this story a million times, but I've only since I was 16, I've only tasted meat I think twice on purpose. once was in college when my roommate and I were so hungry we split a Whopper, and I immediately regretted eating my half.
Good choice.
Well, I guess, yeah. Back when they were good and affordable. And then another time I was in Japan, and at my welcome dinner, the dish for the guest of honor, me, was raw horse sashimi.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Bro, it is disgusting.
Wow.
Oh,
It
boy.
is awful. It's like stringy, metallic, slightly slimy, impossible to chew thoroughly. I must have chewed on that bad boy for a full minute and a half until the beer came, and then I just washed it down whole.
Oh,
Oh,
It
God.
was awful. It was
And
absolutely
that's where it lives to this day.
It's still in my colon.
And then they all laughed at you because it was a prank.
Yeah, they had a great laugh at my
Yep.
expense, and that's sort of the way Japanese social things go. And
Yeah.
Ah,
if I had a choice, if it hadn't been like a big deal, I would have never picked it up. But yeah, no, I had to try a piece to be polite and save face, and they had a great laugh at my expression. So that was it.
Even when it's cooked, it's quite stringy.
Oh.
I can't. That's the only thing I really recall about it. That was its most distinguishing quality. So I can't imagine what raw horse would be like.
Don't.
yeah.
That'd
I
be
won't. I'll stop thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
I've had
Don't.
goat before, and I remember that being just very stringy with lots.
It's
of tiny
it's the
bones.
raw part that makes it horrible. I mean, I firmly believe that you can cook any meat, thoroughly enough or properly enough to make it edible. I mean, I'm related to West Virginia hill people and the whole 9 yards, and
Mhm.
they would eat groundhogs. That
Yeah.
was not uncommon in the generation before me. But the raw horse, nope, that was a capper. So there you go.
Well, yeah. I mean, but it's a great story.
Yeah.
Do you had you seen this movie before?
I had
Axe
not.
Murderer. We're talking about Axe Murderer.
I am a fan of murderers.
Yay, murder! Yay!
But you had never seen this one.
I had never seen it. Actually, in my mind, I had sort of conflated it with Serial Mom, which I have also never seen.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh man.
So this was a whole new deflowering for me.
Ooh.
I love Serial Mom, for the record. I know, like,
Quickly adding Serial Mom to the list.
Yeah, put it on there.
all right.
Serial
Well,
Mom is a winner.
let's get the show on the road, because I definitely want to hear all kinds of thoughts, opinions, and definitely some quotes.
Well,
from
here's some trivia.
R2. Yeah.
So I Married an Axe Murderer has not one, not two, but at least 3 Academy Award winners.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's right.
A trifecta
Mm-hmm.
for a TriStar picture.
Yep.
And who are they?
Charles Grodin.
Wrong.
Just kidding.
Never
My little
won.
plug for Charles Grodin.
Should have.
Brenda Fricker.
Brenda Fricker. Yes.
Stephen Wright. Never mind.
Alan Arkin.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Alan.
Correct.
That's all 3.
Yeah.
Stephen Wright had an award for something.
Yeah, I was
Stephen
just
Wright
kidding.
has an Academy Award for Best Live Action Short Film.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Wow.
The man is a legend.
For The Appointments of Dennis Jennings.
Huh.
I'll have to
We
watch that.
salute
I
you,
love
Stephen
Stephen
Wright.
Wright.
Yeah.
Man.
So this. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just talking to myself about how great Stephen Wright is.
Hmm. Well, you're right. The genesis of this movie is the screenplay by Robbie Fix, I think it is. And I was just reading about him, but there's like more than one Robbie involved. Anyway, he writes a screenplay. It goes through many gestations, but it gets bought on spec. The producer tells him, go ahead and write it as if you're writing it for Woody Allen. And then, believe it or not, that's exactly who first took the option was Woody Allen, but he couldn't get the paycheck that he wanted.
Gross.
Robbie Fox. I said Fix Fox.
Yeah, Fox.
God bless you, Gear Wizard. He knows me. He knows me. So he, like, I think it was like the difference of like 5 and 7 million. So like, what the movie wound up doing was like Scenes from a Mall. Is that what it's called? Or like Woody Allen film from the...
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Fuck that
But
guy.
that's fell through. Thomas Schlamm, who had done a lot of not film, TV already. He is connected to Gary Shandling, who is someone they were seriously looking at and came close to being Mike Myers' character Charlie.
Hey, I just wanted to interrupt real quick. For the young viewers out there, this is a coffee shop where folks used to group together and do this thing in physical proximity to each other called socializing.
I can't talk
That's
about
made
my
up.
screenplay.
Fake news. Okay,
they were allowed.
I need
Yeah,
to
they were
just-
allowed to. Oh, go ahead.
I need to, like, okay, you just put it up there. This Gear Wizard mentioned it on the watch, and I tried to find this actual poem, an open apology to the aliens who abducted me and whom I inflicted great destruction upon while having a panic attack aboard the mothership. I was dying to hear that poem as well. I don't think it exists, and I would invite anyone present, listening, watching, or who otherwise hears about this to please write it so that I can read it and enjoy it.
I
Thank
love
you.
the annotation of autobiographical.
Autobiographical. Yes. Yeah. In the interesting enough, in the original screenplay, just so you know, in the original screenplay, this is like the third scene. There's several scenes before this, including where we find out what Charlie actually does for a living, which you do not find out at any point during the film.
We were
Because
wondering
he's
if
not
we were
just
wondering
a
what he
weird
does.
Poet.
Yeah. So he is a poet, but he's not actually sold any of his poetry. So it's not a profession. Some people tried to guess, maybe he's a writer, maybe he does something else, whatever. He works in a bookstore.
Well, there you
He's
go.
the assistant manager of a bookstore
Okay.
called City Lights.
Oh.
Okay.
I
And
did.
so, yeah.
Oh,
I know
they
City Lights.
wouldn't.
Yep.
They didn't want to screen this movie.
Or they didn't want their name attached to it.
I mentioned to
Oh.
Babs.
They turned down letting him do interiors.
Oh, okay,
at
yeah,
the actual
yeah.
City Lights, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they thought that it was sexist.
I mentioned to Babs while we were watching it. Apparently, Charlie doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A sweet
Yeah.
car, and I don't think we ever see his apartment either.
That was
There's
charming.
one-
You do briefly.
Charming in the 90s.
Yeah, I
to
think the
not
one
have
scene-
Yeah, and it looks pretty great.
Yeah, it's a nice apartment. It's
Sure.
pretty
For
good.
the assistant
Yeah.
manager of a bookstore
Assistant manager.
Yeah,
I know.
San Francisco, yeah.
in San Francisco.
And
Nothing compared to her apartment as a butcher.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
good lord, yes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well,
That
she
was
has
one
she has
detail
some money.
that
She
was
has some
one
money from
detail
previous
that was-
relationships.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Sorry.
No, that was a detail that was totally over my head on the first 100 watches, and then on the rewatch was a real moment of holy shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this is in the era of Friends where everyone lives in a gorgeous brick skylighted
course.
loft.
Right.
Totally. Yeah, everybody
That's
has
true.
plenty of money for these apartments. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
And as a matter of fact, like, she can just decide to take up being a butcher, get this enormous corner store in the
Yep.
Haight-Ashbury neighborhood, or where exactly are they supposed to be?
No,
I
this
think it's
doesn't
North
even
Shore.
matter. Yeah.
I mean, not that it
Presidio,
matters, but I
God,
do
yeah.
think
Not
it
that
was
it matters.
filmed at
She can't
North Shore.
afford that anywhere, you know.
This
Yeah.
looks like it's around Oak Street or Fell Street, which is very hilly. I know that sounds silly, but it's a very hilly area with a lot of old corner stores on it, actually. I was looking through this for some places that I recognized, and
Yeah.
it's not hard to pick out the neighborhoods if you know them.
Yes.
Yeah.
The butcher shop location in San Francisco has been a pizzeria for a while, but before that it was a butcher shop for a very long time.
In the original version, or one of the original versions of the screenplay, we're actually introduced to Harriet, not inside the butcher shop, but outside the butcher shop. She is chasing off a shoplifter. She runs out of the butcher shop holding a bloody cut of meat in one hand and a cleaver in the other.
Oh, that's
Running into Charlie in the street, yelling, "Damn shoplifter!"
I have seen that scene.
And then holding up the meat and it's all right, I got him. And then Charlie's horrified to think that the bloody meat that's in her hand is a piece of the shoplifter.
Yeah, well, that's what the screenwriter was saying, is that he kind of pitched it as Annie Hall if Annie Hall was a killer, and he did envision the lead character as being, kind of stereotypically Jewish, and probably not taking place in San Francisco, but lots of things changed, and Mike Myers and a writing friend of his did most of the rewrites, but if Writers Guild arbitration is like notoriously bizarre, and they kept Robbie Fox's sole writing credit, even though, as R2 and the Wizard are pointing out, like, this is there's a lot different to this, like there's scenes they didn't use, there's all sorts of stuff they didn't use.
Yeah.
By the way,
They
Mike
mentioned-
Myers went on to make a miniseries about the Pentaveret.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
yes,
on-
they did.
on
Yeah,
Netflix.
on
That's
Netflix,
not bad.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's not
How
bad
could
at
you
all.
hate
Yeah.
the Colonel?
How could you hate the Colonel? Yeah, this scene is I think one of the most quotable. There's so much happening in here. Personally, my wife and I are constantly laughing and quoting the conversation here with the mother. Mom, I'm a little concerned that you refer to the Weekly World News as the paper.
The paper.
My God, I used
the
to
paper
buy
contains facts.
the Weekly World News every single week.
I used to buy it a lot in high school.
Yeah, me too.
This paper contains facts. Pregnant man gives birth. That's a fact.
Virtual planetoid.
I have read multiple Bat Boy articles.
Oh,
They had a
Yes.
whole-
I've
That
read
was
damn
the
near every
whole
one of
reason
them.
why I would buy Weekly World News. Was
Bat
the
Boy
Bat
was
Boy.
peak Weekly World News. That was the
Well,
best time.
Bat Boy was always on the front cover if there was a Bat Boy article, so you knew to just grab it. And I'm not kidding. Sometimes the store wouldn't have them if Bat Boy was on the cover. They'd be gone already.
Yeah,
It's
sold out.
probably the best entertainment value. I mean, what was it, 50 cents back then or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. It was cheap.
All right, hen.
Move that melon of yours.
Get the paper if you can. Hauling that gargantuan cranium about. I'm not kidding. That boy's head's like Sputnik. Spherical, yet quite pointy in parts. That last part was offsides, wasn't it? He's going to be crying himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow.
I do like how Anthony LaPaglia is like genuinely laughing at parts of
Yeah.
that scene. Like,
Yeah.
he's
That's-
just busting
and-
up and letting it rip, man. He's-
Yes, and that's the funny thing. Like, clearly he knows them really well. He's probably gotten this same speech about the Pentaveret and everything.
Yeah.
He's probably gotten this dozens of times, and he's just letting him roll with it and having a good
Yeah.
laugh. It's just great.
Yeah, there was
Facts.
a particular ad-libbed line about Colonel Sanders that had him busting up in the take that's in the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yes.
can tell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Can I
genuinely,
say
it's
it's-
genuinely laughing at the performance.
It's
Yeah.
the word fortnightly that really sells that.
Yes.
Yes.
What's an addictive chemical in this chicken that makes you crave it fortnightly? Smart ass. Now he's
Stewart
pissed.
is a character that was already created by Mike Myers for an SNL sketch.
If
And
it's
he
not
is-
Scottish, it's crap.
He's a
Mhm.
combination of his dad and a very good friend of his dad.
Yes,
Mhm.
turned into a
Yes.
sexy wee bastard.
Yeah.
Hasn't he? I think so.
Both of which had passed away by now, I believe. So they never got to see.
We also use that line frequently in our house. Fine.
Which one?
Go.
Fine.
You stayed your hour.
Which which is a hilarious thing to think of because think of how long that guy's potential company is, and they were
Yeah.
there all night, right? He wakes up in the morning, something like that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there she in her Dutch maid outfit. Yes.
Yeah, I think we're probably on the third time of hearing "There She Goes Again."
Mhm.
Oh boy.
There's
Oh,
They
that's
pay for
right.
that song. They're gonna use it.
Yeah.
I kept track. They play it 4 times in this movie.
It's two
Wow.
separate bands.
I
Yeah.
forgot Alan Arkin was in this movie.
And
He's
he's
un-
incredible.
I
He's
love him
incredible.
so much.
Their
Yeah, he-
exchanges are so great.
Yeah.
He's
He
great in
elevates
everything he does.
everything that he's in. He just-
Totally.
he's
Yeah.
This is a different movie because of the film Rookie of the Year. John Candy is originally who they're looking at to play the part Alan Arkin does.
No.
But, John Candy had to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year instead, but it was always going to be someone who's real sweet and good natured. Eventually, like he's around, they can use him. They get Phil Hartman, who honestly would have been perfect for it.
Oh God. Yes.
But then when Phil Hartman finds out that Gary Busey was unable to play Vicky the
Ranger John Johnson.
Ranger
John Johnson. When he couldn't play Ranger John Johnson at the at Alcatraz because of Rookie of the Year.
Damn you, Rookie of the Year.
I thought I was gonna be
He was like,
Serpico.
I want to do John Johnston. I will take Gary Busey's place. And so that renewed the search for the Sarge that landed on Alan Arkin, reportedly a real life softie.
You're too
Well,
nice.
I would have loved to have seen a Phil Hartman as the police chief, but I can't imagine a world where he doesn't play Vicky.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
I think that was the right call.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who's a really sweet person? Gary Busey, you said? Okay, never mind.
No, Gary Busey was supposed to be playing Vicky the park ranger.
Yeah, he was originally
Yeah.
gonna play Vicky. Yeah. John Johnson.
We'll bring him up again when we see the slides.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but yeah, he was
So-
supposed to do it. Mike Myers really wanted Dan Aykroyd to play his father
Ooh.
because he loves Dan Aykroyd,
God.
and also, I guess when you come up through comedy in Toronto, you have to have a good Scottish accent because there's a lot of Scottish transplants in Toronto. Who knew? Or was at the time anyway. So yeah, comedians from that area would just have outstanding Scottish accents. Apparently, Dan Aykroyd has one himself, and he really wanted to use it. But I think we all know what Dan Aykroyd was doing in 1992 and 1993. He was working on his own little movie
That we've also reviewed.
that we've also talked about called Coneheads. Yep.
Mhm.
Coneheads is also why David Spade isn't in this movie. Like, oh well, big. But yeah, like I guess anyone from Saturday Night Live who's not in this movie, it was because they were in Coneheads.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, did Lorne Michaels have anything to do with this movie?
No.
Nope.
Okay, I didn't think so. I don't remember
Yeah.
seeing his credits. So
Yeah.
Nope.
No,
Typically,
you
if it's
know if
not,
he did.
yeah. Typically, if it's not a Saturday Night Live character, then
Mhm.
he's rarely going to be involved.
Yeah.
Something else that stood out to me on this rewatch was how absolutely bananas it is that she just had some guy off the
Mhm.
street who she kind of knew come in and like handle food for
Mhm.
her business.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
What? Like watching this from 2025 is like
Yeah.
Also, looking at her hair, I'm like, oh, that's a health code violation.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Hairnets,
you know
honey,
what?
look into them.
Butchery is not a fly-by-night affair. You're supposed to, train.
yeah,
Mhm.
You're
it's a
supposed to
skilled
be a butcher.
apprenticeship
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah, you don't do it through a correspondence course.
Well,
It's-
he
yeah.
learned it from his dad. His dad's a butcher.
Well, where did she learn it? Because she's just
She
bops
went
around
to
the
school
country,
with
dude.
all that sweet money she made off of her dead husbands.
Yes. Yeah. The start of this scene, another favorite line. Tell me one bad thing you've done, and it better be evil. How evil? Like really evil. So evil that you would say it was the fruits of the devil. Evil.
Yes.
For instance, how many people have you brutally murdered? Brutal's a very subjective term.
Yeah. Pumpkinhead, that was one of your lines that
Yes.
you said. Yeah.
Yes. Evil,
fruits.
like the fruits of the devil was
Fruits.
I mean,
Yes.
we're often talking about our exes and unrequited crushes with such phrases.
What's
That
what's
might be
first-
the
what's-
line that got them kicked out of City Lights.
Mm.
What's the first thing you look for in a woman?
Yeah.
Everyone says personality, but I'm going to have to go with breast size.
Honesty.
Oh my god, okay. Her apartment. Good
Yeah.
It's
god.
insane.
Good god.
You know
Hey,
what
it
this
was a lot
place
cheaper
needs?
back then. Yeah.
You know what this place needs? A really oversized poster of Atlantic City.
Oh.
Hey, you got one.
Again, she's got money from 3 dead husbands. At least 2 of
Exactly.
which probably had money.
Yeah. And a trophy room.
Especially the plumber.
Right. Yeah. It's a good point.
Plumbers do make good money.
They do.
I imagine that a Russian martial artist probably has some pretty good revenue streams, maybe under the table.
Very likely.
There's a lot of talk about how, Mike Myers is difficult to work with. And, listening to the director talk about this experience, he's very reluctant to, exactly throw Mike Myers under the bus, seems to kind of, give him grace. But from what I gathered, the idea was, he thought the director was trying to do too much artsy stuff, and Mike Myers wants full face, both eyes, more straightforward, capture all the comedy. And when he thought he would see him laying tracks for moving camera, and he'd be like, lay a track, one-eyed Jack is what he would say.
More like the Love Guru.
Yeah.
God.
Indeed.
Well, but I just did a little looking into it just to see if there was any truth to this, because when I looked at this director's body of work, this director has worked with a lot of different comedians. One of his only other feature films is a comedy film, He also had done a Spalding Gray comedy film, and so he did a lot of comedy, did music videos. He mostly did television work and did a lot of great television work. He did the pilot for radio. What was it? What is it? Michael J. Fox.
Who has a shower like that?
It's San Francisco.
In this apartment, everybody.
Yeah.
God.
They also have a double bath later on.
Yes.
Yeah.
A double bath. Yeah. But so this director never made another movie. The next movie that Mike Myers makes, which has a different director than Wayne's World 1, because they never want to work with each other again, never makes another movie.
Wow.
He directs a lot of TV. He directs TV movies, but he and the director of this movie pretty much give up Hollywood and box office altogether. Mike Myers is then a lead character. He is Pete in a dramedy called Pete's Meteor. That is the sole film by that director. He does Cat in the Hat, only film that guy's ever directed. It's a successful movie, right? It had a budget and everything. He does a whole bunch of stuff in Hollywood, but he ain't directing a film.
So Mike Myers,
and
professional
and
director
the Love
breaker.
Guru. You mentioned the Love Guru. One film. That guy has directed one film. He kills people.
With the Love Guru, I mean, I think everyone can understand why he would have no career left after that. I mean, Mike Myers didn't make anything hardly in Hollywood after that either. So,
if you aren't Jay Roach, you're gonna die. Don't work with him. Don't do it.
Jay Roach was fine.
Yeah, Jay Roach is A-okay, still alive. Last I heard. Everybody else, I'm sorry.
Oh, and here comes Alcatraz. Here comes Alcatraz. Yes.
As many times as I have been to San Francisco and schlepped around that city, I have never been to Alcatraz.
I have been there at least 20 times.
I know.
Wow.
My name is John Johnson, but everyone here calls me Vicky.
That is the interior of Alcatraz.
Yep.
I worked for an event company. It was an incredibly popular spot to rent for parties and stuff like that. So,
Oh,
this is a part that is not available to the general public. It's only used for events and for film.
they are not in the main cell block, like he said. And that is definitely not solitary. Solitary is a steel box.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it still open for touring and stuff?
Yeah.
You still
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a national park now, and I
Yeah.
mean, it actually is
For
a park.
now, it's
And-
going to get reopened.
Is it
though.
a national park or is it a state park?
Whatever.
Okay.
I think
It's
it's
a
a
park.
national park.
It's a real park.
Well-
There are. It's also a refuge for the particular seabirds that are there. They let them nest and breed freely there. You're not allowed to bother the birds or yell at them or look sideways at them. There's a lot of rules at Alcatraz. A lot of rules.
I mean, it's a prison.
Apparently, they're still digging up like homemade shivs and stuff out of the garden.
Wow.
This way to the cafeteria.
Mess hall, not a cafeteria.
Well, that's not what he says in the movie.
It is a very interesting place to go visit. I will say that. If you have the chance, definitely do it.
Yeah, I'd like to go.
What we in the prison
Yeah.
system call
Oh.
a bitch.
A bitch.
I love Debbie.
Dude, I thought that was Fran. I thought that was Fran Drescher at first. when it opens up on this, I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!"
Well, who is that?
It's not-
'Cause
That's
she's
Debbie
really-
Mazar.
Debbie
Debbie
Mazar.
Mazar.
Debbie Mazar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, she has a major role in the Pentaverate.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
If you are a Debbie
Uh.
Mazar fan,
This is another thing that my wife and I will quote frequently. When someone doesn't have an answer to a question, the answer is being electrocuted. I was electrocuted once. It was horrible.
And
That's a good. Good answer. Good answer. If you were on Family Feud with,
Yeah. It's like,
you would never want to be on Family Feud with me. Like, you'd kick me out of your family.
oh, I thought you meant hosting. No,
World's biggest baby.
biggest
Oh,
baby.
Oh yeah,
I want to be on
that
with Richard
baby.
Dawson.
That baby had multiple storylines.
Yep.
You know, like once they established whatever the fuck they did to photography to create world's biggest baby, like, you know, because it's before, you know, paint or whatever.
He's yelling for his little brother William to bring him his pants.
Mhm.
You couldn't put the pants on before they got here? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Heed pants now.
No.
New.
And
Charlie,
Charlie,
light a match.
light a match. And then I love the picture of the queen of the dartboard.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah, and he starts looking at the paper from last time with all the Mrs. X stuff on it and putting two and two together in his head.
Kind of a trope, you know, when you have parents in a movie that they're gonna, like, you know, talk candidly about bowel movements. Like, it just seems to be the thing that they always do in one way
Bowel
or
movements
another.
are important.
Mm-hmm.
Get the picture when he shit himself at Niagara Falls.
I remember watching the closing credits and seeing that Mike Myers had his own makeup and his own hair. I was like, yeah, I believe that. But then I realized, well, that's probably for the father.
Yeah.
But he's always he's always so well coiffed in this film, though. Like, his hair is perfect. You know, I don't know, he's just.
It was 4 hours of prosthetics to make himself up as his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be made up.
Yes. And the start of a relationship with the guy who did his makeup and for all of his alter egos for most of his career. Someone he can sit with for hours on end. Because I tell you, Fat Bastard took a lot longer than 4 hours.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And here he sits here trying to convince Tony of this story of that she is this Mrs. X and whatever. And he's just like, "You're overthinking this. Stop it. This isn't real. You're just trying. You're scared of commitment. It's the same thing you do every time, right?" It just keeps going over and over. Will you just look into it for me? You know? Yeah.
That's what fear commitment, what the movie's all about. One of its previous titles was Fear ... of Commitment.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
It is terrible. But the
What
one
was
that Mike
other-
Myers liked the best, which was the original script title, is The Man Who Cried Wife.
Right. I also don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
They made the right choice.
Yeah.
And she has this crazy thing about always telling the truth. He's talking to this lady.
She's great. She's a wonderful character actor.
For all we know,
Yeah.
they just picked up and moved away.
Yep. That's a Thigh Master.
The Thigh Master.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
If
man.
you've
Thigh
never
Master.
seen
That's
a
a real
commercial for
thing,
the Thigh
kids.
Master,
Yep. And he's
go ahead.
the best.
Open
Suzanne
a window,
Summers.
Google it.
He's
Yep.
reading the manual. He's reading the manual for the Thigh Master.
I just cleaned out my in-laws'
needs it.
old house earlier this year and found one in there.
Oh my
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you still have it?
No.
Does it work?
I got a good burn. I was really handling those adductors, man.
Nice.
I made you a health shake.
I wouldn't drink it either.
I would not drink that either.
It
Sorry.
looks like kombucha, you know.
Yeah, I'd have a lot of
Oh,
questions.
I've got kitten breath.
Can
it
I
just looks like juice. I bet it's
Kitten
good.
breath.
pick my first bone here?
Mhm,
Sure.
I don't want to try and rationalize a comedy too hard.
mhm.
But basically, none of this tension should be occurring because he's not married to her yet.
Yeah.
Also, don't marry her if you think she murders her husbands. I don't know. Just me. Sorry.
Yeah. There's no pressure here. You don't have to get married.
Right.
It's a modern world. It's San Francisco, for crying out loud.
There's a lot worse things going on outside that door.
If you wanted to
point.
get really reachy, you could say that 2 movies in a row we have had a Fibber McGee reference.
Yep, that's the Fibber McGee joke. Yep, with the stuff falling in the closet.
Synergy.
And it was definitely in Paper Moon as well.
Excellent. Great observation.
Yeah, good catch.
I've always had a thing for Fibber McGee.
Yeah. And
Stick a needle in your ear.
Oh, I was really annoyed. Here's another bone. Like, she
Mhm.
apologizes for all of that just happened with the health
Right.
shake. Like, girl,
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
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 You didn't do anything wrong.
Mhm.
I'm
But
sorry I made you
then
a drink.
she like
Yep.
She has
then-
insecurities because she thinks 3 men have just vanished on her.
Yes, have ditched her. Yeah.
So she
That's
feels
fair.
broken.
That's fair, but then she turns around and like creepily sticks her finger in his
Yeah.
ear and he freaks out and she's
There's the
like, "What are you
Band-Aid."
doing?" And it's like, "You did a weird thing. Like, don't do that."
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I just, and again, like, I don't know. It was a different time, but watching this as a somewhat more aware adult, I'm like, guys, get it together.
Mhm.
Can
Yeah.
you reach around and get Coit Tower? The whole thing. There was an episode of Night Gallery, and the guy stuck an earwig in the guy's ear, and then they said, "Well, the good news is we got the earwig, but the bad news is it was a female." And I have an ear thing. I have an ear thing.
They put creatures in our bodies.
It's not unreasonable.
A lot about this movie really does seem like it was shaped by notes, you know, like people tugging in different directions.
Yeah.
Again, though, if they have their shit together,
Mhm.
we don't have a movie.
Right.
Fair.
Yeah.
Not this movie.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, and it seemed like the original screenplay was more meant for something a lot less wacky and a lot more about paranoia, earning trust and fear of commitment, failure to, just fear of making the jump, which, those were like kind of the ideas behind it. And then Mike Myers takes over and
Takes over, he does.
It gets wacky. It gets wacky.
And we get our memorable little appearance from Michael Richards here.
Talk about foreshadowing.
Wow.
These are 3 great character actors all on screen with Mike Myers right now. All 3 of these guys are wonderful. And he had Richards on because he likes Seinfeld. That's it.
Also, he hates blacks.
Let's get that guy. Yeah.
Sorry.
Did they mention the wife?
That's why Kanye did that.
No, I'm serious. Did they mention the wife?
Michael Richards does not care about black people.
I think
you win. Okay, I'm a bad person. Everybody, stop what you're doing. Look at the insensitive man. That's what they're paying you for.
And he
I
would
prescient.
never have an outburst like that again.
Never.
Prescient.
I really like Mike Richards' early stuff, like on Fridays. If anyone remembers that show,
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
His
yeah.
buddy was great.
Brilliant.
He's okay
on
on
UHF.
Friday.
Seinfeld.
You know.
He's okay.
Oh, I
Fridays,
was a big fan of Seinfeld and of him on Seinfeld.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I was too.
That was
He did create a great character. I will give him that.
Although I spoke to the real Kramer on the phone once, and there was a lot of realism in that performance. On my conversation with Kenny Kramer.
I always wondered about that because, you know, I knew that there was a guy who, you know, used that connection. But, you know, was Michael Richards hamming him or is he hamming Michael Richards? You know?
From what I understand, that's him.
Mhm.
He was Kramer, and that character is pretty close to the guy they lived across the hall from.
Just to throw it out there, Michael Richards also a shoplifter.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay, so in the movie here, I didn't mean to.
Oh
Is
no,
there more
just
shoplifting.
a real quick anecdote. My ex worked
Mhm.
at Whole Foods in Santa Monica, and he walked out
Oh
with
yeah.
a full case of the most expensive designer water that they have. It's like $5 a bottle. And he
Wow.
just left with it.
I don't know. I just get so entertained about the idea of like famous rich people stealing shit. Like,
Yeah, it's
just,
weird,
like,
isn't it?
what's so funny? I mean,
Like
It's
Winona
been
Ryder.
noticed
Winona Ryder being like, you know, probably like pill doped out of her mind and like shoplifting,
Yeah.
you know, stuff from like, I don't know, a
They're all
consignment
just
store or
people.
something. Like, it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Unloving.
Is the reason why the people come to this coffee shop and watch his terrible poetry is because they know that he's talking about his real life, and like that's the part they like. They're like, these horrifically
Yep.
awful poems
Yeah.
are about what he's actually doing right now. Like,
Bro, you got to
I'm
come to
tell-
the coffee shop tonight, man. Charlie's going
There-
to be talking about his love life again.
There's his
Yeah,
apartment. There's his apartment. He
I
has
like
like
his-
this apartment on the
Oh,
top
yeah.
of a building with freaking penthouse on top of.
Sure.
I
Uh-huh.
like his poems.
bookstore manager up there.
Parked my Carmen
Hey,
Gia
hey.
on the street.
Hey, just remember, everybody, like, you know, Apple stock was junk at this point. So maybe it didn't cost that much to live in San Francisco. I don't know.
It did.
It did.
Now, it's way worse now, but it did.
And Carmen Gia's, you know, actually weren't, you know, they were affordable. You know. It's
yeah,
not
no,
a
they
great-
were very common back then. Yeah.
There's a reason why you don't really see them around anymore. Used to see them a lot more often.
Because no one wants to repair them.
Yeah. So now he's, you know, this is his broken up mode.
Yes. Yeah. He's afraid she was going to leave him. Cleave you?
I cannot becleave you.
So he's unrejecting her.
Mm-hmm.
That usually doesn't work.
She's not
Yeah.
having it.
Nope. He says, "You'll do it
Nope.
again, Charlie. You'll do it again."
She's
At
a
least you
worldly
left
woman.
early
She
on.
knows, yeah, she's been around. She knows exactly, you know, what she's talking about.
Yeah, you
She's
blew
right.
it, Charlie.
Yeah.
You blew it.
Try again. Try again
To
next
be
time.
fair, she's been married 3 times and hasn't told him yet, though. It's a
That's
heck of a-
true.
She's
That's a heck
yeah.
of a withholding of information. That is pretty
Mhm.
big shit.
Yeah.
But then again, he's wearing that turtleneck, so I don't know.
Yeah,
He's
she's
got
This is like one of his least explicit poems right here. This private
Yeah.
one is, you know, oddly enough, more private.
He wants you back. He screams into the night air like a fireman going to a window that has no fire.
Except the burning of his heart.
I am lonely. It's really hard.
Beep, 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 beep.
This poem sucks.
Sucks.
Yeah.
This was actually, if you look at one of the original screenplays, that was a theme of him writing his poetry. Repeatedly, he's writing poems, and his last line of his poem is "This poem sucks," as he's writing them in his little notebook.
At least he's honest.
Well,
He's not wrong. Yeah.
it's what every girl dreams of, being serenaded with bad poetry.
And then the enormous,
This is her tub.
The
Here's her
enormous
tub.
Take a swim
She's
in
got-
that thing.
She's
your
got a
floaties
walk-in closet. Yeah, she's got a walk-in closet for a shower, and she's got that too. Why is her sister knocking on the bathroom door? Surely you have more than one bathroom.
Look, I'm
Oh,
sure
she-
rent control policies can explain the situation.
Sure.
Uh-huh. Sure.
And Sarah Connor's here.
Come with her. Come with me if you want to live.
Gosh, that's so weird. That's the second
Yeah.
Linda Hamilton lookalike we've seen today, Jeff and I. There's another one on the Star Trek we were watching earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I just found
She
out
was
Linda
frozen.
Hamilton. Oh,
And she reaches down and touches his ass.
Oh, what if it's the same person?
pretty good. You may have seen Linda Hamilton's identical twin sister, which I just found out about.
That's
how
true.
they
She does
that's
have
how
a.
they. Yeah, that's how they shot that scene in T2.
You just found out about that?
I did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found out about it, dude. I did not know.
You
Well,
kid.
I just found out about it, like just
Oh,
now.
wow. Okay.
I was just naked just now.
I'm naked, aren't I?
Very nude.
Well, that's what they do in San Francisco. Okay, Naked lot.
You're not wrong.
People come over.
Only for 1 month out of the year. So I asked Babs this question. Is Mike Myers actually Scottish or part Scottish, or is this just a bit?
He is part Scottish because
Mhm.
he based most of Stewart off of his dad.
Mhm.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
Encyclopedia Britannica salesman.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
For a long time. I don't know if he's still married to the same woman, but when he got married after his father passed away, his wedding band was the salesman of the year.
I wonder if he used beat poetry to sell encyclopedias.
If,
I wouldn't.
If
Encyclopedia.
he was a Bible salesman, we'd be full circle.
Nope.
Yeah,
Use the
totally.
Bay City rollers. SATURDAY.
Why?
Nice.
Nice.
Right.
I had that on vinyl when I was a kid.
Oh,
That song was
beautiful.
all the
That's
rage
a great
at the
fucking
skating rink.
song, dude. It's wonderful. Wonderful song.
I
I'll
had
punch
an
someone they
8-track.
don't like that song.
I had an 8-track of the Bay City Rollers' greatest hits in my car.
That sounds like a short tape.
You'd be surprised.
Please name one more.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no.
The Way I Feel Tonight.
How's it
This
go?
is my rock and roll love letter to you.
Okay, all right.
Gonna sign it, gonna seal it, gonna mail
Oh,
it
and I love this.
away.
Harriet, marry me. No,
No.
please.
Please?
It really
Oh,
doesn't make
great.
any sense. He's just swept away in the moment. So There's no
And
reason for
again,
them to get
if you don't
engaged,
marry her, you probably don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, you don't have to
Sorry,
worry about the
but-
whole marrying and getting killed thing.
Yeah.
Well, but now he knows that she's not Mrs. X because Mrs. X confessed. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. I do. I really appreciate Nancy Travis's performance in this movie. She does a really good job of, like, getting that conveying that sense of distraction and preoccupation, and just a lot of mixed signals coming from her all the time. And
Yeah.
so there's some good subtle stuff at work with what she's doing, and I think it's really impressive.
Her little pause there.
Yeah.
Before she says "I do," and the look at the priest just staring at her,
Yeah.
and then how everyone in the audience sighs when she says "I do."
If you want my body and you think I'm sexy.
So yeah, at the wedding, he's singing along with the bagpipe. Like, I can't imagine how horrible that would be.
Bagpipe solo.
Yeah.
Doing a Rod Stewart song.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Brilliant.
Well, they offered Rod Stewart, but they didn't offer him enough money. So Rod Stewart is not in this movie because they could not afford him.
Oh, Newcastle!
Thank
I miss
goodness.
Newcastle. Newcastle.
Oh, we have a piper down.
Newcastle is
He's
almost
just
in
pissed.
Scotland.
It's all right. It's just best.
I laughed out loud at that. When the bagpiper goes down.
I mean,
shit's
he's
funny.
really piping there.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, and you can see him getting winded.
Yeah.
His cop friend Tony went through a lot of different casting too. They had a hard time finding
Yeah.
a fit for that. That's
This was
actually
a-
where David Spade would have been
Yeah.
had he not done
Oh.
Cold
God,
Heads.
no.
Yeah, I think they got the right guy.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, he's excellent for this part. And this
Yeah.
part was a great turn actually for the story because we're all convinced now she's not Mrs. X.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then we turn and she starts singing "Only You" in the multiple
right.
different languages, which we've learned before. That was a famous thing of one of the guys that was died from the Mrs. X
Uh-huh.
killer.
And the other guys had different languages.
Yes.
Yep.
She absorbs her dead husband's powers.
Oh yes, his mother
Mascara.
she's completely wasted. It's great.
And I do want to point out, we haven't really talked much about Amanda Plummer, but I think that was a big reason why when I saw this in 93, I decided I liked it, or it was at least, pretty good, is because I had a huge Amanda Plummer crush. Like, I, probably still do, really. Like, she was,
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
she's great. She's great in this, and she really sells the part too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows how to do
she's
the
really
crazy
good.
eye.
Oh yes.
The crazy
Yeah.
eye.
I mean, we watched Freeway not too long ago, and man, she is fucking scary in Freeway. Man.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Hang on. Put that on the list.
Yeah. Put it on the list for sure.
I'm
That'd be
dying to
cool.
see that again.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
on my
it's
list.
something. It's something.
I think the only
It
time I
is.
saw that movie was really late at night after a lot of alcohol. I'd love to watch that again.
That's
Dude, you're-
not a bad way to watch it.
No.
But
That
wow,
was one of
what
those
a
movies at the video store that got perpetually stolen.
Oh.
Sorry, Pumpkin. I didn't mean to talk over you. Okay.
I can't remember
Yes.
what I yeah. It's a crazy movie. Freeway. Holy shit.
yeah.
Wow.
Freeway is totally
Let's watch
crazy.
it.
And it's kind of unbelievable that Kiefer Sutherland did it. It just doesn't seem like something he would do. But you do have to remember that it was a post Pulp Fiction environment, and that was kind of a hotbed for memorable films and not so memorable ones. No one really cares about Romeo's Bleeding. They like Gary Oldman, but no one really talks about that movie.
Yeah, it's the 90s was like a wild boxer, you know what I mean? Just swings hits and wild misses, just all over the place.
Yeah.
But that's what
I
made
think-
it exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I miss the volume of movies that used to get made, and we're never going to have that again in
I
this
miss the
country.
variety.
The sheer
Variety.
the variety and the sheer
Yeah.
volume. It's just not
Yeah.
there, and it's never going to be there again.
The
from what I can
willingness the willingness to not make perfection. To just,
yes,
you know.
to experiment,
Yeah.
to try, to be adventurous, and
You go
know,
big,
now-
and it either hits big or it totally flops.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But
like
you
50,
swing for the fences.
yeah, 50% of what we fund has to be a superhero film.
Yeah,
You know what
it's
I mean?
terrible.
Half of,
It's all-
yeah, more than half of what gets released is a fucking superhero movie.
It's all about what's
remember
reliable.
when-
It's all about
When
what's-
superhero movies were like exciting and awesome because
Rare,
they didn't.
even.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was an event.
yep,
Blade was
Yeah.
like a revelation. Like we finally
Oh
got
my
a
gosh.
good comic book movie.
yeah, so fun.
I loved Blade, dude. That was that opening. Is it the opening scene where they're in the nightclub?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
That's where. Yeah, that's
Classic.
where they. Yeah,
Yeah.
they
The Blood Rave.
introduce. Yeah, they introduce vampires.
Oh,
Tracy
nothing to me
Lawrence,
but
it's,
another dead vampire. Love it.
Yeah. So now the cop
Was there
is
a
finding
cut-
out that what's up?
Was there a cut of this movie where Burns Night was going on?
Where what?
Burns Night.
At the hotel.
Yeah. I have this memory of it being Burns Night at the
Oh, look at her
hotel.
middle finger there.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah, there it is.
They
And
are
so
staying
did
in the Robbie Burns room.
Right, but no, I
yeah.
have this memory of a whole subplot about Burns Night, and it may have been another movie.
Yeah, I don't think it was this one. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Ah, oh my
I watched
God.
it just 2
Yes,
weeks
Stephen
ago.
Wright.
Yeah, man.
Here's Stephen Wright popping in out of nowhere.
Oscar winner.
Oscar
to
winner
play-
Stephen Wright.
Amazing. You learn
How
something.
long
new
is it going
every
to take
day.
to get there? Shouldn't take long. Actually, I have no concept of time. Is this dangerous? No.
No.
Well, there's chance in everything.
I've done this a lot.
Yeah.
I've never
I
done
like
it
to
at
think
night.
that
I've never
that's
done it
a
at
routine.
night. Yes.
That's just a routine that pilot had down for everybody that he flew. You know, he was like, I'm going to give him the old 2 stone to fly. You know?
That is the
Well,
thing.
he does
actually.
have the joke. I like to pick up hitchhikers, and then after about 5 miles, I say, "So, where'd you think you were going?" You better put your seatbelt on. I'm gonna try something. I saw it in a cartoon, but I'm pretty sure I can pull it off.
He was a masterful stand-up delivery.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff and I used to watch a lot of stand-up comedy on the Comedy Channel on cable
Yeah.
back in the day. And
Well, it
Yeah.
wasn't just the Comedy Channel. Nickelodeon actually used to show edited versions of stand-up comedy routines, which was really inappropriate because, you know, the adult subject matter is still the same. You know, it's
Right.
not just because I don't actually hear "fuck" doesn't mean I don't know what they're doing. You know,
Oh man, I was having this amazing dream. I was
Yeah.
just born, and I was 8.5 months premature. Doctors were freaking out. I don't care about your dream. Land the plane.
yeah, that delivery of his.
Oh, that's his delivery is what's
It's
perfect about
perfect,
Stephen
yeah.
Wright. Yeah, it's
incredible.
that perfectly deadpan delivery is always amazing.
It is how he learned to handle stage fright and hecklers. You know,
Yeah.
that's just kind of how he developed the.
Mhm.
But yeah, he was in another movie that we've done before too. Oh, he's in
Desperately Seeking Susan.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Welcome back, Steven.
Yeah. But even when I was a kid, like he was like one of my favorites. Like if Jeff and I had like one of those shows on that just had like little snippets of various comedy, anytime Steve Wright showed up, I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this.
He's the best. Yeah,
he's
the
great.
best. And that really is, one of my favorite styles is just that rapid fire, often, like completely unrelated.
Yeah.
That's what everyone loves about Mitch Hedberg so much.
The great Charles Grodin.
Yeah.
I
forgot how many cameos were in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Same.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot too. Yeah.
It really is everyone who isn't in Coneheads.
Uh-huh.
The rest of Hollywood.
Or working on Rookie of the Year.
Can I please commandeer this vehicle? No.
No.
I happen to know you don't have the right to commandeer this vehicle. You're just not going to bend on this commandeering thing, are you?
Another outstanding delivery. Deadpan delivery.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how you pull off a cameo right there. Those are two expert cameos. That's
We salute you. We salute you, Charles.
I love me some Grodin.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
And he looks so young here. This is not far from Midnight Run.
No.
Stay for a nightcap.
Oh yeah. This was another line I love. Stay for a nightcap. Stay for a nightcap.
He's like freaking out.
Yeah.
I remember I should have watched a trailer before we got on the air, but I do remember like I felt like the trailer is like all third act, like when I watched the movie, I'd already seen the trailer and was kind of disappointed that took him forever to get to anything that was in the trailer. That's how it felt anyway at the time.
I'd like to know where they shot the hotel scene. That is some place inside there, man.
Oh, there's
I don't recognize it.
Fun trivia about that. It's a mansion that they make movies at, but for a lot of the stunts, they made a really expensive. This movie went over budget, by the way. They made a really expensive replica of the top of this building, so that they could do these stunts, act the scenes, and then they gave their replica to the hotel or mansion or whatever it is. And when they had to do restorations, they used them.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they were good. They were good.
The mansion is actually in Oakland. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the same house that they used for.
Do you understand me?
Yeah, it's right here. One of the best deliveries of a fuck in a movie.
Yeah.
The axe comes down. And, what the fuck? It's perfect, especially since the majority of this movie, there's very little swearing in this film.
Yeah.
And then when it hits, it's just perfect. And I remember watching this with a big group, and it was a huge laugh. Like
it's PG-13, right? Not R. PG-13.
Yeah, which honestly, even back then, you could have gotten away with some more swearing.
Yeah,
it
limits how many F-bombs.
Yeah, you only get a couple of Fs, or one or two Fs, but
right.
Yeah, the mansion looks like, God, I want to say something in one of the recent James Bond movies.
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to remember which one it was. And I want to say that it's A View to a Kill.
View to a Kill. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
View to a Kill.
I think it's
the same.
Yeah.
Same hotel as View to the Kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you see them on the roof, you're seeing them on.
It's the Dunsmuir mansion in Oakland.
Yes. Yeah. Dunsmuir House and Gardens in Oakland. Yeah.
I never worked there.
You're
makes
kidding
sense
me.
that it's in Oakland.
Wow.
No, it makes sense that it's in Oakland, though. You would never see that in San Francisco. Not
here's the
near.
reveal with Rose, Amanda Plummer in American Psycho.
Yeah, the poncho is a great touch. I will say.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes.
agree. I was thinking that when I was watching it too. I was like, oh, that is chef's kiss little detail there. I love this scene where they're talking and you can hear them struggling.
Funk. Ah!
Yeah.
Funk. Ah!
That's a great
So
gag.
we can
That's
do
great.
this here, or we can do it downtown.
That's them outside. My
Yeah.
sister's trying to kill him.
The nice fake hand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Amanda Plummer wasn't the first Rose. In fact, they were looking at Sharon Stone for Harriet,
Oh God, no.
and
Wow.
and
That
then
would've been terrible.
Aw.
and then guys, be nice. And then she wanted.
I refuse.
Please?
Maisha, I'll kick you right off this stage. I can do it. She wanted to do both Harriet and Rose, and they said no. And she was like, "All right, I won't do." She had probably already shot Casino, so she's, thinking,
Yeah.
I'm sure, like, who cares then? Fine,
She was.
But I
like,
think
her
that would have been
work.
cool. I really like Sharon Stone. She's a fantastic actress, and she got the shaft in Hollywood a lot. You should get
Also,
whatever
nice
you think of her.
beaver.
You should give her some grace, just at least based on that.
Hmm.
She got the shaft a lot.
Oh no, I think Sharon Stone always showed up in her movies. She's always good. Love her in Total Recall.
Yeah.
And I've seen Casino like a dozen times, dude. She's fantastic in that.
She's great in that movie. Yeah.
Should have been nominated.
So I guess another, like, I don't understand why when they take Rose away, she's just like, okay. Like,
She's caught.
she's
I-
caught, so that's it.
I noticed that, and I think it was that thing where they say a lot of serial killers
Yeah,
want
I
to be
was
caught.
just gonna say,
Hmm,
well,
okay.
excuse me while I don my true crime hat here.
Yeah, Babs would know.
But it is a thing when they
Mhm.
finally catch serial killers. They're just like, well, I guess you got me now.
Yep.
And they just go off.
Done.
That's
done
it.
and done.
Yeah.
All right.
If they're rational killers, surely they must know it's not sustainable. So
Yeah,
that
that's
day is
it.
coming no matter what. Like it's
Yeah.
like, you can't possibly get away forever. And if that's true. It's not, but they know it's not possible.
So
However,
something that I noticed, sorry,
rational doesn't really go in that sentence.
Well,
They
that's
are
like
not rational.
that's the insanity defense for murder.
They are mentally ill.
You are insane if you commit murder, so that doesn't hold up very well.
No, I mean it's not it's not going to get you off.
No.
But you
It
are not
has.
rational if you were doing those things.
Yeah, I mean that's my point. Is that
Yeah.
by committing the act of murder, you are proving that you are not sane. So
Except it's not a question of whether or not you're sane. It's the question of whether or not you are able to distinguish what is right and what is wrong, and what is the law and what is legal. And that's the thing. It's not a question of insanity, because they can always argue the insanity plea. But if they're able to find, psychologists and psychiatrists and that are able to tell you, no, this person knew what they were doing, then that's where you can't
Well,
play
that's-
the insanity thing. There's only one serial killer that I actually know of, and that was I can't remember his name now, Richard something or other, but he was from Sacramento, and he was called like a vampire killer because he would physically carve up and drink the blood and eat the people, because he literally believed that his insides were gone and that he needed these things to replace it. And he he would create such a horrible mess. And the reason why he caught was because he would just walk out of the house, smeared in blood, and somebody finally saw it and got him arrested. He was like, no, I had to. This is what happened. And now he avoided the death penalty here in California because he is considered legally insane, and he's still locked up at a mental institution.
I'm not going to argue with the true crime lady, but
I know my true crime, dear.
I know, but I'm saying committing the act makes you insane unless it's premeditated and planned.
So I wanted to ask something about the credits. Something that I noticed was that in the cast, they had a role for young Stewart, but and Professor R2, maybe you know something about this. Like, we never see Mike Myers' father as a young person, right?
That's because young Stewart is not the Stewart that you're thinking of.
Oh,
There was an epilogue scene that was actually filmed. It was not edited. It was never produced. In fact, I don't know that it's actually part of any extras on any DVD I've ever had. But there was an epilogue where they are happily married with a son whose name is Stewart.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So there was
Who
some
looks like
filming
a
to
little
that,
Mike
but it was
Myers.
never included. Yeah, Mike Myers played the role, and they just made him. No, I'm just kidding. No, but there was a scene. It was filmed, but it was never edited into the. It was never actually ever included in the film.
Okay.
So yeah, I believe that is probably the part of young Stewart that is that's included in the credits.
Gotcha. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
he
he
could have
was
played young Stewart.
could have, sure.
He could have pulled
was-
the Simon character out.
Oh my God.
Are you looking
Simon?
at my bum? Cheeky monkey.
Yeah, actually, the actor who played young Stewart tragically passed away at a young age.
Oh,
Oh man.
We know that because of Axie.org, fan site originally built apparently when the movie first came out. So check it out, Axie.org. Who doesn't want to know? Oh, AXEY.org.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yes, very much of its time.
Yeah.
Still
And if you look,
breathing, living
no,
and
go ahead.
breathing.
So yeah, the original ending, which was again they changed it. You do see, he's doing his poetry happily, doing that beat poetry in the coffee shop. The original version of that, which is what was partially changed and edited for that epilogue, was that he was there doing that poetry, that happy version, happy ending poetry. But when you see her in the audience, she's holding their 3-year-old son. Stewart.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And he ends that poem, like all the other poems in the original draft, with this poem,
this poem sucks.
Well, there are drafts early on where she is, in fact, there is no like Rose is the killer. She's the killer. And the way that he overcomes commitment is by learning that it's okay when, they're in prison.
There's a lot of things that are okay in prison.
Yeah.
Like
especially in
piss-
Alcatraz.
Like pissing into their ocular cavity.
Pissing into
That's right.
bitches' ocular cavities.
Educational. All right. Well,
Yeah, I've learned a lot tonight.
yeah.
There's also
It
an
really
early draft.
does. Go ahead.
No, I'll just say there's also in early drafts where we actually get to meet you when he first gets to go visit his parents. He talks about breaking up with Sherry. In one of the earlier drafts, you actually see the breakup where he thinks she's stealing stuff out of his apartment. He shows up, the lights are on in his apartment, there's banging noises up there, and he shows up in the apartment to find Sherry is in there packing up her things and leaving. and and that's where there's the very first argument that happens that deals with him not being able to commit, because they've been together for a year or so now, and she's like, what, why don't we take this further? And he's arguing about how I'm 29, I'm too young to get married, stuff like that. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. So yeah, it does kind of make sense, that this was two very strong artistic forces kind of going in different directions. This director did a great job. That's not CGI when Mike Myers is on the screen twice. He's using split screen. He's doing it old school, and just it's a great example of that style of special effects, just right at the cusp of them never really using it ever again. So, because computers eventually made it obsolete. Not obsolete because it looks better, but
You see it once in a while when a good director will want to do like a deep focus.
Yeah.
But it's not common anymore, that's for sure, because it's hard work. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw that hard work, man.
Fix it in post.
Hate that shit.
Hey, it works for Disney.
Yeah. Yeah, just like that Star Wars hotel.
Zing!
Yeah,
Now the in-company conference center, Galactic Star Cruise.
Yeah.
And storage.
I'm just bitter because I didn't get to go. It's really that's
dude.
what
It looks worse
It
than Alcatraz.
looks so bad.
It looks worse than Alcatraz.
Well, I wish they'd let it. They should have let it get dilapidated and stuff, and just kind of made it a haunted house or something.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
No, haven't
if
they
could
torn
have,
it down?
It's
gone.
No,
it costs them a fortune to build. It's just being used as
storage and offices.
Storage space for
It's
Disney
in a
World.
weird
No,
location.
it's offices
too.
now.
Yeah, it's in a weird location behind a bunch of staff parking and stuff.
That was the plan the whole time. They just wanted some super dork Star Wars themed office space. What a bunch of
Exactly.
assholes.
Yeah.
And no
a bunch
sunlight.
of Imagineers shoved in rooms with no windows.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Sounds great.
All
right. Well,
ears. Imagine them.
Yeah.
Imagine ears.
Imagine ears.
Imagine ears.
Mickey Mouse ears.
False ears.
Imagine what a lightsaber can do to a mouse ear.
I don't want to talk about mice.
No.
I'm sorry,
Uh-oh.
man. I understand your pain.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
I had to kill one with a shovel one time.
No.
I felt like I was right out of All Quiet on the Western Front,
Oh man.
Oh boy.
I feel your pain. I really do.
I've done that with rattlesnakes, but geez.
That's
There's a
hardcore batch. That is
big
cool.
difference
You
to
need
me.
that's bragging.
And it's in my head.
It's terrifying.
Cold-blooded and warm-blooded are separate things. I have no problem eating seafood or catching fish. Really, I mean, I don't love it. But, warm-blooded creatures, I think, are just way too close to us. It's weird. That's just me.
I can understand.
It's perfectly reasonable. There's a lot of reasons why you would feel that way. I mean, anyone who lives with animals understands the emotional complexity that they're capable of and the emotional intelligence they're capable of. It's silly to doubt it,
Yeah, I've raised rats and mice, so it was not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about dogs and cats. Rat people are weird.
No, I'll eat a dog. That's not a problem. They're a scourge.
They're not as weird as ferret people, but let's be serious.
Otters.
I had a cousin. They lived in the country, and they had the most adorable calf that they were raising, and they took such great care of it. Had a lovely coat. It was so sweet, and it tasted even better when we ate it.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I bet it did.
Oh.
I bet
Trick
it did.
R2. Oh.
Some people get pigs drunk, you know, before they slaughter it. Like not like even like more than once, you know, like it's some sort of like. I don't think you can do it in America, but it's some sort of thing.
Do
Where the
whatever
pig
you
gets
want in
drunk a
America.
lot. Yeah, where the pig gets drunk a lot, and I'm like, what a lottery for the pig, you know, because it's just born in the same
Yeah,
environment
right.
that they all are to be slaughtered. And somehow, for some reason, the guy who's like gets them drunk for a long time before slaughtering is like, I like that one.
You're not gonna marinating it before you.
Yeah.
Luckiest fucking pig in the world, right there.
Yeah.
Is this bourbon?
Yeah.
No.
Oink, 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 oink. No, it was really cool. We were in Maine a few years ago, and I was so glad we got to go to this place before because it was the last season they were open. But there was a lobster boil up there near Acadia National Park, and she was famous for getting the lobster high before she killed them.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she would get the lobster. I mean, if you can get a lobster high, I don't even know if they got enough receptors in there for that, but
You can,
you know,
you can hypnotize them by tickling them in the right spot. I've seen
Wow.
that. Done. Yeah,
Crazy.
they have a little tickle spot where you can hypnotize them and knock them out.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
cool. But that was
So,
a tasty lobster roll. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was delicious.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
edit
might
that
might
to say
still be
lobster.
we might still be digressing. We do have to talk about whether or not we would recommend So I Married an Axe Murderer to someone who, when they were younger, you know, whether it's when you were very young and maybe this was just a very silly movie, or like when you were in your 20s, it's very, very quotable, whatever, you know. Would you recommend someone revisiting it? Would you say like, yeah, you know, it's okay, all clear. You won't get offended. You won't get disgusted. You won't be like, holy shit, did I used to have terrible taste?
Or
Right.
maybe
We all did.
What will the verdict be? So we'll start with Pumpkinhead because she picked this. She did used to quote the heck out of this movie, and yeah,
The Big Bopper.
knew the Ranger bitch line before he said it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna give this a thumbs up. I think rewatching this, I wasn't like guffawing like I perhaps used to, but it was still enjoyable. There was still a lot of stuff that was, you know, when it came on and I recognized it, that was enjoyable. And then there were parts where it was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. This is so great. The cameos, the many cameos being one example. So I think that, you know, the City Lights criticism of the film, that it's kind of misogynist, I've heard other folks have that criticism. I didn't have that experience. But some folks do. So if you are considering it and you're using this show as a barometer, just note that. But I thought it was pretty fun. I don't think watching it again will ruin your memories of it. In fact, I think it will be a really pleasant jaunt down memory lane and a throwback to very different times. The 90s seem incredibly far away. If nothing else, Phil Hartman's minute and a half that he's on screen, totally worth it. for
Oh,
the
I
whole movie.
love Phil Hartman so much. I was
So great.
I was absolutely crushed when he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He was one of my favorite SNL performers.
Totally.
Loved him in news radio as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Pour one out for Troy McClure for
Yes,
sure.
indeed.
Oh man.
Yep.
You might remember me from such dates as last night.
Yes.
Great. Great. Yeah, Phil Hartman forever.
Yeah. He was also supposed to have a recurring role in Futurama. He was the original choice for Zap Brannigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
when
yeah.
Totally.
I remember when Futurama first came on, knowing that they had, a regular role picked out for him. You just knew immediately. You were like, oh, he was gonna be, like as soon as the
Yeah,
character
he's
came
gonna
on,
be Zap. Yeah.
first time you meet him, you're like, oh, that's him.
That's Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I fucking love Zap Brannigan and Ben,
Yes.
man. They're
He's
just
a great character.
so great. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a fan of Futurama. Like when Futurama was like new and it's like television you use antenna to get. Like
Yeah.
I would look just as forward to Futurama, if not more so, than the new Simpsons. Like
Yeah, at that point it was way better than the Simpsons. Yeah. Great. Oh, I love Futurama.
Party
Huge
on,
fan of that
contest winners.
Mhm. Oh my God, Bender becomes a human. Oh Lord, so good. All right, we're no longer talking about the movie again. Thank you, Pumpkinhead. Thank you for those thoughts. Yeah, I agree. Like this movie is 1993. I was worried about worse politics and what's in here. I mean, it's fine, really.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Yeah,
I don't think there's
nothing.
anything in
Yeah.
that movie. The movie is
I mean, maybe like there was just someone within City Lights that I don't know. Like I think, yeah, you could if you really want to nitpick it, but 93. Come on.
I got to go to bed. Let's get voting.
All right. What about you, Gravy? What'd you say? Thumb up or down?
Oh, up for sure. Yeah.
Up for
This
sure?
was a
Yeah.
really fun, nostalgic trip for me.
Uh-huh.
We didn't talk about it much, but I love the opening sequence with the giant mug of cappuccino going through the coffee shop.
Yes.
Yeah, I love
It's
that.
great.
There's
And
plenty of.
people smoking inside. What?
I know.
Oh my God.
And like it's the super funky coffee shop with junky old furniture, just packed with people. People are having a hard time finding a place to sit down. Like I miss all that stuff very, very much. You don't see a room full of people staring at this little piece of crap in their hand.
Mhm.
They're looking at each other and talking to each other. I mean, I know I sound like an old geezer saying this, but like for real, like I really miss all of that. Like that
coffee shops
I had
back
so
then were
much
fun.
fun with that when I was growing up and a young person. Anyway, but the movie is to me very, very solid. I thought it was solid when I saw it when it came out. I loved his poems. We used to recite those. We used to quote this movie. I love all the jokes about his son's giant head. I used to say that stuff all the time. Like, look at the block on that kid. I mean, loved it. So yeah, it holds up. There's absolutely nothing in this movie that's like offensive or everything that's in it that's dated is fun dated. It's like
Mhm.
at least for me being a 90s kid, it's like, oh yeah, man, that was cool. It also happened to come out during a time where I was reading a little bit of Kerouac and learning a little bit about beat poetry and stuff. So
Yeah, that's right. You and I have both read poetry on stage.
Yep.
It has happened.
Yeah. And
we were young.
I still super fond of On the Road by Jack Kerouac. It's a great book.
Yeah.
If anybody who hasn't read it certainly should. But anyway, yeah, totally thumbs up. It's it's a lot of fun.
Great. Well, if by any chance we don't get ready in time, you might want to put your movie selections in the comments or something, because I'm pretty sure it's your turn, right?
Hey,
Like-
if we can just get through the voting pretty quick, I'm
Okay.
ready. I got a list.
All right.
I'll stick around.
Awesome. All right, Adam, hit us with it. Come on, let's do it.
Well, it'll be a surprise to
Yeah.
no one that I'm here to piss in your haggis. I had not seen the movie before. I think I would have enjoyed it watching it back in '93 a lot more than I enjoyed it last night. I could not find a laugh in it. I'm sorry. I just could not. It was incredibly predictable, ham-fisted, broad. I realized something. This is the most vanilla I have ever seen Mike Myers, and I hated it. Mike Myers is his best when he's off the chain. When he
this is the
completely
movie.
over the top.
Yeah.
And this is
the
like
movie where he
vanilla
learns
pudding.
that, you know.
Yeah,
kind
this
of.
is not funny for Mike Myers at all. I am a fan of Wayne's World and a lot of other stuff that he's done, but this did not grab me at all. It was just an eye roll for me. And it wasn't that it was dated, it just was not made for me at all. And I am notoriously a tough sell on comedies. I have a very high weird standard for comedy. But it was not for me. I must say, being objective about it, if you like this when you were younger, you will probably love it still. So I do have to give it a kind of a begrudging thumbs up, because I don't see any reason to hate it. I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
So obviously the panel really all enjoyed it. I was bored out of my mind.
Oh dear.
I was just absolutely bored with it. I didn't smile once through the whole thing. I loved Alan Arkin. I loved Charles Grodin. I thought they were the high points. For me, it was a shame to see Mike Myers handcuffed, as obnoxious as he can be. Just trying a little too hard to be mainstream white bread Mike Myers. And he misses a lot of the time. I brought up the Love Guru. He misses a lot of the time. But he is his funniest when he's just completely coked up and out of his mind. So I will give it a thumbs up, but it's not for me. So take that however you want.
Something I was thinking about was coming to this movie, never having seen it before, Adam, like in your position, and like, would it work? Would it be recommendable? I don't know. I don't know.
If I had to choose just a yes or no, not in the format of the show, I would say no. I would absolutely pass on this. I would not recommend it to anyone who has not seen it. I thought it was incredibly dry.
Well, all right. Well, we know.
I'm done.
You know, yeah. We know you're a tough sell. Like
I am on comedy. I have a very, very strict bar.
I appreciate that. I tend to feel the same way myself. Yeah.
And I also have a very off sense of humor. It's that I don't laugh at things that other people laugh at all the time. So don't go by me. So it's a thumbs up though. For the format of the show, it's a thumbs up.
Excellent. Okay, Babs.
Yeah, this was, like I said, this was a movie that I had seen before, but not in a really long time. I do remember laughing at it. I do remember quoting it relentlessly. I still do. On a rewatch, I did find it a little cloying, but I still was okay with it. So I'm going to echo Bride of Pumpkinhead and just say, yeah, if you still enjoyed it, you probably are still going to enjoy it. I mean, I did. Not on the same level, but I did. So, yeah, it's a thumbs up from me.
Awesome.
All right.
And R2, we know how you vote on this one. But,
Well, I will say this is not a great film. This is not one of the great films of the 1990s, but it is a good film and it is fun. If this is something, if you lived through this time, like there's a payphone at one point. My son, we were watching this. My son goes, "What the hell's that?" That's a payphone.
Ow!
So,
Superman's in there.
You stop that.
So it was. It is.
when I was a kid, I would call my dad collect, and it would sound like this: "Will you accept a collect call from? I'm ready to be picked up."
Got it.
And my dad would
There you
say,
go.
"No,
No.
Yeah, exactly. You
And
have
then
to
he'd
leave
come
the
get me.
message in there. Yeah, you didn't have to actually pick up. No, but it is definitely a movie of its time. If this was something that you enjoyed when you were younger, absolutely go back and visit this again. If you haven't seen it before, if you're curious, you want to give it a shot, again, I would give it a recommend. But I totally get that there might be some people coming to this in this day and age, kind of like, I don't know,
Yeah,
it-
I don't know how much my kids would enjoy it.
yeah,
you know.
yeah. So
Yeah.
the last thing I would say, definitely a thumbs up. And if all the meat talk during this episode was a little too much for you, you may want to try the Weekly World News Garth Brooks juice diet. That might help.
Is that how he stays so consistently plump?"
Yes.
Yeah. Where do you think Chris Gaines came from?
Oh God!
From all those
Forgot about the-
games. Okay. All right, Wizard, what? How are you feeling?
So I had seen this movie years ago, and I really, really loved it. And upon a revisit, I really, really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
It's not going to be the first movie I recommend to anybody, but it's one of those when it comes across randomly on the screen. Fuck yeah,
Mhm.
I'll watch that. So
Yeah.
I laughed a lot. I remembered a lot. And I do think that's a big part of this. When you bring the fond memories with you and the nostalgia kicks in.
Yeah, the nostalgia's big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will agree with that.
It's
If
not
you like
Mike
the
Myers' best
catchphrase,
movie.
yeah. If you like a lot of the lines from the film, though, they sometimes roll fast and furious.
They do.
Yes, they do.
So
Yeah.
it's that tasty little bowl of peanuts that's reliable and dependable, and it's not the premier snack you're bringing out, but I'll take a
Yeah.
handful of peanuts.
Well, Premier Stacks, that's like, what is it, like $12, $18 for
Yeah,
can? Man, this stuff get pricey.
yeah. With this just randomly coming across, it's great.
Yeah, if I'm at a hotel and this is on, I'll watch it. Yeah. Till the commercial break
show.
anyway.
Yeah.
So yes,
And I give it a thumbs up as well. And just, again, I wanted to bring up that, sometimes, especially if it's like a romantic comedy, you might be worried about how cringy it is. And there's different reasons why it might be cringy. You're not going to get really any super bad social politics cringe.
I didn't
There
see
is
any
Yeah.
social
No,
cringe
no,
stuff. in this
No,
at
not at all.
Not at
there
all.
is a little cringe in this romance ain't working. At one point, I believe Adam pointed out, and he was spot on. This conflict doesn't make sense. Just
Don't
kind of
marry
like this tension. Yeah, this tension is forced. This is forced tension. And so in that regard, you might be like, "Alright," but yeah,
Yeah, but that's
doesn't
not a
really
that's
matter
not a
because-
moral issue from the day.
No,
or
not
anything like
at
that.
all. No,
No.
not at all. It's more like watching eighth graders slow dance, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Leave a little room for the Holy Spirit there.
Exactly.
You know, it's a
Save
a
some
little
room for
awkward, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Jesus can have sloppy seconds.
Oh.
So I've always wanted to say that on the internet.
It's been waiting a whole lifetime.
At least
To
it
say
wasn't in
that.
the bedroom.
You know where you're going now. Yeah.
So, but yeah, there you have it. We recommend it. You won't be disappointed. You might be a little disappointed. I mean, it isn't really a laugh riot, but you know, I believe we all gave it a thumbs up, totaled all the way. You're going to enjoy it. So, congrats, Mike Myers.
It's totaled.
Yeah, this film made in a tug of war, still successful. And it is Gravy's turn to
All right.
pick a movie or give us a few films to
I got a whole list. I got a
pick
whole
around.
list.
All right.
Well, winnow it down to
Whole
3.
List. Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Really? Do
Let's
I
try,
have to?
let's
three.
try and have it be 3.
Pick 3 or we'll be here all
Okay.
night.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
No,
just
we're not
go.
doing
I'll
your
just
whole
go with
underwear
my
drawer.
top 3. I'll just go with my top 3 here. Okay, top 3 off the top of my head. I've brought them up before,
All right.
so we're just going to
That's-
revisit.
it's
We
a
can
comeback.
discuss. And if you don't want any of
revisit's
these
good.
3, I got like 5 more behind it that we can talk
Nope.
about.
Nope. I like comebackers. I like.
Yeah. All right. So I got Young Sherlock Holmes.
Oh man.
I've got Twice Upon a Time,
Ooh.
and I've got Solar
Wow.
Babies.
Oh man.
Solar
Let's hear
Baby.
those other 5, buddy.
Is anyone else here familiar with Twice Upon a Time? That was an HBO rerunner. That
I
we,
am not.
Look,
we watched the heck out of.
and I have not seen Twice Upon a Time in a very, very, very long time, and it's been even longer for Young Sherlock Holmes. So,
And when
I
we were
hope-
kids, we quoted that. We quoted Twice Upon a Time.
we
all
watched
the
that movie
time.
a million times. Yes,
Yeah.
a million times.
Yeah,
I'd
that was
love to
one
watch
I
it again.
definitely caught on HBO.
Oh, so
No,
you've seen it?
I-
You've seen it?
I think I have. I'm looking at the post, like it sounded familiar, and I looked at the poster. I'm like, oh yeah, I
don't
remember
think
this.
I have ever seen this, and I want to. That's my
The-
vote.
The lead character is voiced by Garfield. And the dude, he's Garfield and also Bill Murray in Ghostbusters. It's animated.
Oh,
The animated Ghostbusters.
yeah.
Yeah, the animated
Well,
Ghostbusters.
you know,
Lorenzo music.
For me,
Yeah, that's
I
it. That's it. Yeah.
you know, for me, even though Twice Upon a Time is the movie I remember best of these 3, it's probably the one I'd be most interested in watching again, because I'd be really curious. I think it's going to hold up, but I said that about other things, you know. So it'd be interesting to see how that goes. How long's it been since you've seen it?
Well, actually, I saw it last year or 2 years ago, somewhere in that time frame. But it was the first time I'd seen it, you know. And it, you know, what was wild is just how well I knew that movie.
Yeah.
I would gladly watch it again. I've kind of been like holding off on watching it again, you know, just because I thought it might come up on the show.
The description
but
of the animation alone makes me want to.
Yeah,
see
it's
this
kind of cutout animation like what Terry Gilliam does.
Yeah, like paper
I
cut.
love this stuff. So,
Mhm.
but it's on a light table.
Yeah. I'd actually love to see it again. I really would. I've been meaning to watch it with my kids for the longest time, but it's actually kind of hard to access. At least I had found it difficult to find on the streaming services and stuff. Also,
All right.
I mean,
Well, we got 2 Twice Upon a Times. I'm sure someone here wants to see Solar Babies.
I do. That person is me.
that's
when-
right, Bob. That's right.
When
Wow.
we watched Jethro-bot and I watched Twice Upon a Time together. I think you showed it to me, and it was I just could not get into it. So I will feel like one, I've seen it recently, and two, I don't want to be a downer about it if everybody else likes it. So I'm gonna cast my vote for Solar Babies, although I also don't want to break up this wholesome family screening that Gravy and all the young Gravelets are gonna do. So I won't be mad if that's what y'all decide.
The giblets.
The
Well-
giblets! Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow. Giblets. No, I mean it'd be easier to do like years ago. Like I can't get everybody in
Yeah.
one place at
Yeah.
the same time anymore.
Yeah.
It's like impossible. So that's not going to happen, you know. But
One of them will watch it though.
yeah, I could probably get one to watch it with me. But yeah, I mean that's the thing is that of the three I mentioned, that's the one I remember the best. It would be intriguing to watch any of them, but the other
What was?
two,
Oh yeah, young Sherlock Holmes. That's right.
yeah, but I mean, because yeah, those are super vague. I really just have images in my head of those two other films, so it'd be really intriguing to watch any of them. You know,
Yeah, Christopher Columbus's directorial debut, I believe. Young
is
Sherlock
young
Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes? Oh, yeah.
I believe so.
Well, I leave it
If
to the
not,
voting.
it's one of his,
I'm good
if
with any
not,
of it.
It's
so.
one of his screenplays.
Yeah. Well, I leave it to the voting block. I'm good with any
All
of it.
right. Well, Babs, Adam, we haven't heard from y'all yet. Have
I
you looked up any of the like?
I
you
have.
know-
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen Young Sherlock Holmes and Solar Babies, but it was probably when they came out, which was a millennia ago for me, and I've never seen Twice Upon a Time. So I don't really. I'm fine with any of them, to be honest.
Okay.
My vote is yeah, okay, whatever, we'll do it, sure.
And I second that. I have not seen any of these movies. I just looked them all up. I know Solar Babies as a title by reputation, but I have not seen any of these, and I'm actually going to abstain from voting. So, y'all sort it out.
Oh,
I have
anyone
nothing to
in the
base it on.
audience want to chime in? Like
I have
that,
nothing to
like,
base my vote on. Nothing.
You know, yeah. Our two special guests, you know, just couldn't make it. She's traveling, by the way. If anyone's like, where is Jess?
Call her up.
Yeah.
Let's get Jess on the horn.
But anyone in the chat wants to vote. Professor R2, you want to throw in your 2 cents? What would you
Oh goodness,
most like to see on the next episode?
Wow. You know, honestly, like the Twice Upon a Time, that one is it's interesting because when you're mentioning it, I'm like, wow, I think I've seen that. Like, and it sort of once I saw the poster, it clicked. Yeah, it's been a long time, but I do remember seeing this one. I've actually never seen Young Sherlock Holmes. Never seen that one.
Never seen it. Wow.
No, and that's one I've never seen. And then I'm pretty certain I've seen Solar Babies. I think it was one that I caught on like cable, like late at night or something. That I watched because I'm looking at pictures of it. I'm like, yeah, that seems familiar, but I remember almost nothing of Solar Babies. But my personal tastes are always lean towards sci-fi. So I would have to say Solar Babies would be my vote. But
Solar Babies.
Woo.
I was actually kind of leaning towards Solar Babies as well, because I do remember really liking it as a kid. I believe it has the whole dystopian future thing that, you know, as a lifelong fan of The Road Warrior, a movie my dad definitely should not have let us watch at the age he let us watch it at.
No, definitely not. Yep.
Like I'd actually planned to do like a dystopian future thing where we look at maybe Space Hunter, you know, and there's a couple others that, I mean, there's just so many good ones out there. But
I know my vote on Space Hunter. And it's a big thumbs up. I love a post-apocalyptic movie, and the cheesier the better. You know,
then you sound like a Solar Baby guy to me.
Yeah,
I would lean into Solar Babies just like R2 said, because it's based in sci-fi.
Yeah.
Well, he has brought it up before. I think this is actually the first time we might have heard young Sherlock Holmes. So we love repeats, but yeah, let's do Solar Babies. That sounds fun, right?
That's fine.
Yeah.
What
Maybe
about
I
you,
saw them.
Wizard? Have you seen it? Have you seen Solar Babies?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah,
Like I want to say yes,
maybe it's Australian.
but I can't remember seeing it. So
Well, I sure do want to thank our special guest, Professor R2,
Hooray!
film
Yay. Thanks, R2.
Michael Myers,
Hey.
film historian. Man, you brought it. Really appreciate that, man. That was outstanding.
Hey, you know what?
And,
I'm always glad to talk movies, especially movies that I love. So thanks for inviting me, and had a great time tonight.
please let us know right now where else we could see you.
Oh goodness, so many places.
And you could drop links too if you want. Yeah,
He's a busy bot.
Oh
He
yeah,
is.
so on twice a week you'll find me
Mhm.
on Price of Reasons live channel with our twice weekly show, The Night Owl, where we just kind of talk about whatever the news of the week is. Tuesday and Thursday nights, 11:45 Eastern, 10:45 Central.
Yep.
Also, you'll find
Taika's
me
back in the news. I bet you'll be talking about some Taika.
good lord. Oh, let's hope not. I don't want him to have anything to do with Judge Dredd. Good lord. So you'll also
It's a
find
little
me
late for babies.
along with Jethro and Babs and Adam regularly on Friday evenings at 8 p.m. Central with B-sides. So you'll find me there. And then I'll also often guest over on the Mr. Brown Alliance for his Sunday musing show Sundays at 4 o'clock Central.
Yep.
So,
He needs
You
a shot
are
in the
a
arm
busy
every once in
bee.
a while. Yeah. Mhm.
yes. Yes, I am.
Well, excellent. Check all those out. Everyone who can hear my voice, check those out.
Yeah, and there's all
Both of you.
I show up on Midnight's Edge sometimes, Midnight's Edge After Dark.
Yep.
Whatever. Yeah.
Cool.
Busy.
Adam,
busy
Babs,
bee.
you wanna plug anything other than B-sides or?
Yeah, well, I guess me and Babs will split it. Friday, of course, B-sides.
Wait a minute, you're different people?
We're joined at the hips, if you know what I mean.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard. We do share
That's
one
what
sense of
being
humor.
married's like.
Friday, B-sides every week, without fail. I think we've only missed one episode. We are creeping close to episode 100, folks.
Yep.
Woo.
I have not picked a movie for Friday because I never make plans that far in advance. But it'll be great, I promise.
I hope it's Pumaman again because I'm real.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again since you were out.
Do the 1979 version of Doctor Strange. Yeah, you can do that one.
Oh boy, if you've got a copy, send it over.
I do.
I believe you. Barbara and I will both be on Sammy's show. What is it called? News of the Week or
In other news, Derek.
in other news? That's what I
On
said.
Sunday.
Sunday
I'm doing
the
that
27th.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna
well.
talk about Detroit pizza.
Well, it's going to be interesting because Sammy's a little conservative.
Yes.
All
He
right.
is.
I think it's wonderful that he's invited a panel of libtards on,
Yes.
and we can gang up on it.
God bless his heart.
I'm
yes,
a nice guy.
we're all nice people.
We're all nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Babs and I don't do politics online, so this will be fun.
Yeah.
It's all in good spirits. And then
Mhm.
Barbara, you have a show yourself coming up
I-
after that.
I have I'll be on Roman show on the 31st, Roman of the Empire, talking about the 1978 one of my favorite Donald Sutherland movies, Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh man, that movie creeps me out.
Thank you. Me too.
Gives
Adam
me
really
freaky
loves the
nightmares.
original,
It is
freaky.
but I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Don't-
I have a soft
Wizard,
spot for the
No,
the
no,
Donald
stop
Sutherland.
it. Stop it, Wizard.
Yeah. Yeah, it is so good.
Yeah.
And I actually recently was checking a VHS tape of it, and just every once in a while you pop in a movie, you're checking the tapes, make sure it plays, and you just wind up watching it.
Yeah.
Because it's so
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah.
And you're
Totally.
like, oh yeah.
Rest in peace, Mr. Sutherland.
Yeah.
Well, hey
Yeah.
guys, I'm going to say goodnight real quick. So
All
night,
right.
y'all.
Good night,
Well,
Good night,
Gravy.
real
one.
quick.
All
Good
right.
night,
See ya.
Gravy.
Hi, Gravy.
Bye bye.
thanks real quick. Okay. And then there were 6. All right. Well, I know Wizard has something to plug.
Yeah, Gear Wizard TV, Tuesday nights at 8:30 Eastern.
Mhm.
Next week, we are doing another episode of Stoner Cinema, and we'll be talking about Pineapple Express.
Oh my
You're
God.
doing Pineapple
Mm.
Express,
We're
really?
doing Pineapple Express.
Oh man, I haven't that movie came out on my birthday. And I went to see it on my birthday, and I don't think I've seen it since. I know I've caught like a portion of it on cable and been like, I should really rewatch this, because it's funny, right?
I haven't seen the whole thing since release at the Alamo,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I'm really excited to go back. Yeah, it's funny. It's got a great cast.
I don't know why my memory of it is so cloudy, but I
very
just
deep
remember
wonder.
enjoying myself.
I remember having a very strong reaction to that film.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Early
you're-
Danny
the-
McBride.
your doctor said you're James Franco intolerant, so
Yeah.
James
True.
Franco is by far the least of that movie, as I
The
remember.
weak link.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not seen it in a long time.
But McBride, Gary Cole, it's got a lot going for it.
Cool.
As I recall, we'll find out next week.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about weed.
Yeah, like I remember really like Seth. I remember really liking Seth Rogen's character in Pineapple Express. Thought he was very relatable, fun character to watch.
Join us.
Yeah. But I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to check that movie out.
Join us.
Yeah. Does anyone want to give some Scottish accents to play us out, or just some favorite lines that we need to hear one more time
No.
before we say goodnight?
Go, you've stayed your hour.
That's a good one. Good,
I think
good
that's
as anything.
perfect.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
We love you, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thanks, everybody.
Like and subscribe. Please subscribe. Please